The news is legit. Entertainment is here. Coming from the streets, no deal. It's the Looney Show, we always keep it real.
Hello everybody, we are back again.
You?
As DJ Khaled says, here's another one. So we're going to talk about this man by the name of Shaurn Thomas. He is a Philly legend, a man that was wrongfully convicted and was awarded millions of dollars for his wrongful conviction.
$4 million, God.
Yes, $4 million. Now, this is the story of Shaurn Thomas. In 2020, Shaurn Thomas received a $4.15 million settlement from the city of Philly after spending 24 years in prison for a 1990 murder he did not commit. Exonerated in 2017, Thomas became a prominent success story for the Pennsylvania Innocence Project, having maintained his innocence by proving he was in juvenile custody at the time of the original crime. His payout was intended to compensate for decades of lost life and help him rebuild his future as a millionaire. However, in late 2024, Thomas pleaded guilty to third-degree murder for the January 2023 shooting of 38-year-old Akeem Edwards. Prosecutors revealed that Thomas, despite his wealth, unalived Edwards over a $1,200 debt. During his plea hearing, the judge expressed disbelief that a man with millions would commit murder for such a small sum.
I bet he did.
Now facing a lengthy new prison sentence, Thomas's case has shifted from a landmark of justice to a tragic, high-profile return to the criminal system.
It is a lot to unpack. Here we go, Looney. D.
Ain't no much to unpack there.
It's a lot.
It is, but it ain't. It is and it ain't.
Go ahead.
Now, you spent 27 years? You spent, is that right?
Yeah.
27 years.
Yeah.
Okay. 27 years behind bars. That was proven of a crime that you did not commit.
Yeah.
Okay?
So many of us.
Okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. That was proven. Fine with that. This guy owes you $1,200. You have done pretty well for yourself after obviously coming out of prison. And this guy owes you $1,200. Now, how long he's owed you this money, I don't know. I don't know what's gone on behind the scenes, how long he's owed him the money, whatever the case may be. If dude says like, I'm not gonna pay you nothing, this is but this is a definitely one thing I can say. This is a definite Philly story. Because it is.
It's a criminalized story. Okay, this is what I unpack from this story. Because it has nothing to do with just Philly. I'm going to break it down to the black male. And initially, the first thing that we heard that he got off of the first murder is because he was what? In a detention center. So this is already a young male in a detention center. Now he's convicted of murder. So that means that he's probably tried as an adult. And he spends 25 years in an adult prison. From juvenile to the prison system, Now, we all know what goes down in prison, what type of attitude you must maintain, how strong you must be, how you can't let anybody get over on you for not even $1. And he spent 21, not only from his juvenile years to his 25 more of his adult years as well, growing up in this system. So his mind frame is live or die, don't let nobody fly, and if you owe me my money, I'm taking it out ass. And this is coming from a person that is privileged, that I do have to understand. We have to look into the mind frame of these individuals. And he grew up like this from his childhood years to his adult years. So yeah, when he got out of prison, those same morals stuck. So even though it was only $1,200 that this man owed, he couldn't let this man punk him, play him. This is a child growing into adult prison. Can you imagine? And we tend to forget these things. And he spent 25 years in prison. Do you know how long it takes for an individual to be brainwashed? They say between 6 to 8 years to brainwash an individual, to have them thinking and conforming to the way you perceive things. So 25 years in the prison system. So yeah, if I want to think into the mindset of this individual, not as what I would do, because no, I'm not sitting here going to jail for $1,200 for somebody that owes me, like whatever. I'm gonna file a low limited civil suit, low claim suit, who knows, for the money, because that's how I think, because I have a lot to lose. I have not spent 25 years in prison and then my childhood years in a detention center. So now thinking in that level, I can see why this individual, even though they have gotten millions, they're still in the mindset of a prisoner. Because we kept them in a cage for 25 years. It's no freedom. And this is murder here. I don't know if it was like maximum security or whatever, but can you imagine keeping a human being in a cage for 25 years? I know a lot of people can imagine keeping an animal in a cage for 25 years and what it does to them. So why can't we fathom with a human being? So yeah, me thinking of that note, that nigga fucked up. But I can understand it because he was always fucked up. And then he got accused of a murder he didn't commit at a child going to an adult prison for 25 years, what he had to go through and what they do to them little boys. Yeah. He came out fucked up. So even though he got compensated, that nigga was still fucked up. And that don't mean that he came out just because he had money. He had smart consciousness and also common sense. Because we tend to perceive that money correlates to smarts and common sense and be able to make rational decisions. And it doesn't. It just means that you're avoiding a lot of money.
That's fine. And you know what? I can agree to that to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Only to a certain...
That nigga fucked up, bro.
No. And the reason I say to a certain degree is because the reason you got that money was because the simple fact of the wrongful time that you spent. So there will be nothing, any decisions that I make after that will make it seem that I would ever go back to it.
I'm telling you.
There was nothing.
I ain't gonna lie. I'd be like, listen, I don't care if you took a pity.
and it's the thing. And this is the thing. I 100% agree with you. I do. But the thing about it is you were wrongfully accused of murder.
Mm-hmm.
And now, for me, hearing that you were wrongfully accused, and then a few years later,
you did it again.
You are accused, and I'm probably going to be convicted of murdering somebody.
Yeah.
So now it's even more. For me, it's even more interesting because it makes me think. I'm like, well, did you really? I was just like, were you actually supposed to serve that time?
You know what? I asked that question to a coworker, and I was like, "What do you think about this article?" And because we're Philadelphians, and he was like, "Yeah." It posed the question: Is did he do the first murder? And I think that's exactly the question that Looney poses. Did he? That is a great question.
I mean,
Well, we don't know. Alright. You're guilty until proven innocent. He was guilty. He proven himself innocent, and he's off for that one.
he is.
We're on to the next one now.
No, he's off. No, he's off that one.
He off for that one.
But
I mean, hey, we
it's
gotta abide by their laws, and he's off for that one.
And to me, it's still very interesting that he that he behaved in that, that he was behaving in that way over. No, it is. I'm
Not
sorry.
to me. I mean to you, but yeah.
I mean, for the simple fact of, I'm not going back to prison. I'm sorry. It's just like, sorry. That should be enough for you if you spent that much time, went through a whole project. That means you went through psychiatric work too. Yes. So, to
Who has gotten out of prison that seen a psychiatrist and went through treatment and worked together?
some of them.
Nobody.
Some of them have.
That nigga got his money and ran and did it. No. And then we're thinking of black men. A lot of black men don't go to therapy because they don't see anything wrong.
So let me get this straight. We're gonna sit there and say it's not good enough that he's just so that the system has done him so badly that he can't sit there and be like, I don't want to sit here and go back to prison again. So the decisions I make out here, no matter what it is, that decision that he makes is pretty easy. It's like, if I do this decision, it's going to put me right back to where I was.
No, this is what I'm doing, okay? Let's look at it as algebra. We have X, the numeral X, we have Y, and then we have equal. So we know X, that he's been locked up. We don't know why, meaning why he will want to go back. But we do have equal, that he did this thing and he went back. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to pull all my formulas together to try to figure out why. And no, you would not think of that. But I'm thinking of why is because no matter what, he was out here, he had all this money. That nigga did not have common conscience sense and could not correlate to not doing this shit and then doing that shit. And you know how I know? Because X proved to me what? That before he even got locked up for murder, that he was a juvenile in a detention center. He was already accustomed to systematic institution oppression. So the fact that when a lot of people come out, they can't conform to normal society. Just like me, as a military individual, conforming to y'all civilians. Oh my God, it was so hard. I had to do 7 years of therapy. Still, I'll probably need more. So it is not easy to conform to regular civilian. So I'm just using X and equal and then trying to come up with the Y formula. No, I don't. But I'm just like, okay, well, he clearly did this, and then he went the fuck back after getting millions. Well, maybe this is what this nigga did. That's all.
The rationale is not there for me.
It's not, because we didn't spend 25 years in jail. But it is rational. if I think as far as the military, for me, all the years, if I interchange that into that, yeah, I want to go. Because you know how many times I say I want to go back? Like, I really, like, oh my gosh.
I get it.
And then you be like, yo, why the fuck would you want to go back?
It. My thing is that it for me, it's just like, I was just like, you already have gone through torture being in this. No.
Yeah,
no,
you're right.
It's just like, you've already gone through this torture. You've already had this experience. And it's just like why for me, it don't make no sense. I don't get, like, especially if I'm sitting there in the Philadelphia Innocence Project.
Bro, you should have kept your ass out. I kept my ass out. Like, what the fuck?
If he wasn't part of an organization to sit there and that was literally sitting there fighting for him to have
exactly, like, you took advantage of the system.
No, for real. No, he took advantage of it, and then he's just like, you go back out. So it's just like, if you took advantage of it, that tells me that you're smart enough. So you know, so you actually know you actually know. I'm sorry.
You know what? A lot of inmates do that. That is the problem. Like, we got programs to help them, and they end up going back, and it just makes it bad.
They take advantage of the system.
I just think that the system doesn't understand. It's no rehabilitation setup. It's just do your crime and the things that they go through.
Get the hell out. If you do your crime, get as far away as possible.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna let you know. Like, I don't understand.
Jeez.
I tried to rationalize what you were thinking, but at the end of the day, bro, you have fucking millions. You should have sit your dumb ass the fuck down and got the fuck out. I don't know what your problem is. I don't know what your problem was.
Oh, welcome.
No, seriously. I do rationalize and I do try to see the other box, but I'm telling you what you should have fucking did. I know what you did do. And, yeah. And anybody out there that's feeling that itch to go to fuck the fuck back to what you're used to, no. This is what you're used to and it's easy to go back. No, you need to put in the work and stay the fuck out of here and stay the fuck out of the way. And don't go back to jail and take your little retirement for your military and chill the fuck out.
Well, I mean, he didn't do that. He didn't do that at all.
Bro, 4-point-something million? Oh, man.
No, it's just, to me, it just makes no sense. You know, for, like, his whole thinking. It's just like, you didn't think of anything. You were thinking of...
I'm living off of 75 annual.
No, he wasn't thinking about anything.
He got millions.
I was like, you are awarded over $4 million, and you were going to sit here, and you were going to go in and get this guy over 1,200 over here. I was like, over in North Philly. You know what I'm saying? $1,200. $1,200.
And I think it's very important to put out what the prison system does to individuals, especially a young minor that is classified as an adult. Because this is prime example. Because he had no consciousness of his actions. You locked him up and imprisoned him too early. And he couldn't make a rational decision. And this is the consequence of that, guys.
It wasn't even rational. He was just making. He was just making a decision. He was just mad at the fact that this dude didn't pay him back.
No, think about it. It's a child that never had the option to grow and be an adult.
Yeah.
And then no, so that means you're still in a child mind frame. No.
You could, yeah, you can be. At the
And
same,
he did not rationalize it, because any adult would have said, I have 4.5 million and I have so much in stake.
things change.
It was no rationalization in that. And that's how we have to understand that was a kid mind frame. Because me and you, are we adults? We are we not rationalizing? So that means that is a missing concept and function in this individual's mind.
I get that. I'm not doubting that. What I'm
And that's what happens when we put children in adult situations.
And I'm putting, but this is
They live in trauma mode for the rest of their life.
I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. My thing is with him is that he's known his situation at a very young age. You knew exactly what it is and what it was that you were going through. All those years that you were sitting there, which was terrible, because you didn't have no business sitting there.
Yeah, you should have.
You should not have been there. That's the thing. You know you weren't supposed to be there.
And everything in you should have not want to go back.
To never go back, because you know this.
If we have any young, I'm going to say young men and young boys listening to this podcast, please don't listen to your boys. Don't be in the street. Don't do none of that, because you don't want to be locked up with grown ass men. They will violate you. You don't want it. I don't care. It is not cool. Protect yourself. Walk away. Because guess what? This your life. You live it alone. Them niggas can't walk your path. When you locked up behind bars, your boy ain't there with you. The Looney Show.